All right, let's dive into a really smart, really powerful tool that can totally change how you see the markets. We're talking about Kaufman's Adaptive Moving Average, or as most traders know it, comma. So, let me ask you this. Have you ever been staring at a chart, following your moving average, and it gives you a buy signal, and then a sell signal, and then another buy signal, all in a matter of minutes? It's incredibly frustrating, right? And it can really mess with your head. Well, there's actually a name for that feeling of being jerked around. It's called getting whipsawed. It's what happens when your indicator is just too jumpy in a market that's going sideways. It starts reacting to every tiny price flicker, and suddenly you're drowning in a sea of false signals. And that really gets to the heart of what we can call the moving average problem. See, the biggest weakness of these classic indicators is that their sensitivity, their speed, it's totally fixed. And that's a huge flaw. Here's the classic dilemma. In a quiet, stable market that's just about to take off, your traditional moving average is just too slow. It lags behind, and you miss the best entry point. But then, in a crazy volatile market, that exact same indicator is suddenly too fast. It's reacting to all the noise and giving you those constant whipsaw signals. It's the worst of both worlds. So what if? What if you had an indicator that could actually change its speed? One that could slow down in the chop and speed up in a trend? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about. Let's introduce the hero of our story, Kaufman's Adaptive Moving Average. Comma was developed by a guy named Perry Kaufman back in 1998, and it is a brilliant trend-following indicator with one incredible feature. It intelligently and totally automatically adjusts how fast it reacts to price based on how much volatility, or noise, there is in the market. You know, the best way to think about this is with a car analogy. A regular moving average, that's like basic cruise control. You set it to 65 miles per hour and it's going to stay there, whether you're on a wide open highway or stuck in rush hour traffic. But KMA? KMA is like adaptive cruise control. It sees the heavy traffic, the choppy market, and it automatically slows down. Then, when the road opens up into a nice, clear trend, it speeds right back up to keep pace. So how in the world does it do that? How does Kema think? Let's pop the hood and take a look. And don't worry, we're not going to get bogged down in a bunch of crazy math. We're just going to focus on the simple, elegant concepts that make it work. It all boils down to a really logical three-step process. First, it looks at the market and measures how strong and efficient the trend is. Second, based on that measurement, it calculates the perfect speed for right now. And third, it applies that new adaptive speed to create the moving average line you see on your chart. That first step is done with something called the efficiency ratio, or ER. Think of the ER as comma's eyes. It looks at the price action over a certain period and basically asks, how straight of a line did we take to get from point A to point B? If it's a strong, clean trend, the ER will be close to 1. But if the market is just choppy and messy, going nowhere fast, the ER will be close to 0. And that efficiency ratio score gets fed directly into comma's engine, which is called the smoothing constant. This is the throttle. If the ER is high, meaning we're in a strong trend, the smoothing constant opens up the throttle and tells comma to speed up and hug the price. If the ER is low, meaning lots of noise, it pulls way back on the throttle, telling comma to slow down and just ignore all that chop. That's the magic right there. Okay, so that's the theory behind it. Pretty cool, right? But what does this actually look like on a chart? And more importantly, how do we use it to make better decisions? On the most basic level, you read comma just like any other moving average. If that smooth comma line is pointing up, the trend is probably up. If it's pointing down, the trend is probably down. But the huge difference is just how smooth and clean that line is. It takes all that chaotic, noisy price action and boils it down into one clear, understandable direction. It really helps you see the real trend. Now, the most popular way to use comma is for crossover signals. It's simple. When the price itself crosses from below the comma line to above it, that can be a signal to buy. It suggests a new uptrend could be starting. And on the flip side, when the price falls from above the comma line to below it, that's a potential signal to sell. And hey, if you want to take things up a notch, you can put 2 comma lines on your chart, a fast one and a slow one. When the fast line crosses over the slow line, that can be a really powerful confirmation that a major trend reversal is happening. It's a great way to filter out even more noise. But let's be real, no indicator is a magic bullet. It's not perfect. So to give you the full picture, we've got to talk about both the pros and the cons of using comma. Okay, on the plus side, Comma's ability to adapt to volatility is its absolute superpower. It cuts down on those whipsaws and false signals like nothing else, giving you this beautifully smooth trend line. But on the other side of the coin, it is still a lagging indicator. It's reacting to what's already happened. And because it's designed to slow down in choppy markets, it can sometimes be a little late to react to a sudden, out-of-the-blue market shock. So here's the bottom line. Comma is an incredible filter. It's designed to help you see the forest for the trees by just ignoring all that insignificant market noise. And honestly, that's not just a technical edge. It's a psychological one. It helps you tune out the chaos and focus on the real trend. This quote from the Corporate Finance Institute really just nails it. The whole point of KMA is to filter out those insignificant, temporary surges in price action. It's about focusing on the signal, not the noise. And that kind of leaves us with one final big question. The entire strength of Kama is its adaptability. It changes its behavior as the market changes. It makes you wonder, in these markets that are constantly shifting and evolving, maybe the real secret to not just succeeding but simply surviving is the ability to adapt?